Nobody cares about you. Bruh.
That is absolutely not how you say it, but Imbibe? I don't know. But this store is fantastic. It is in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Let's go check it out. Yeah, so this is like Imbibe Wine, Spirits and Beer in Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is our continuing journey with Buck McAnderson, Derek and Homer. So this store is really nice, super clean, big open space with come in here and there's all some store picks and stuff sitting on the bench here. And they also have more bottles here that I have not seen anywhere else. It's quite an incredible place. So this Backbone, they do some amazing stuff. This is the Forge. This is their blended bourbon whiskey. I have not tried that one. More of the straights and the ryes. Some of their ryes are amazing, some of the older stuff. But this is one that's 5 years old. And yeah, it looks pretty decent. This next one here is Decades Down. So a little bit confusing maybe. It's not 10 years old, it's 62 months. But they started this process 10 years ago. So yeah, Backbone does some good stuff. I haven't tried either of these, but it is definitely something to keep an eye out for. You'll see a little bit later on, but these guys also have an amazing selection of everything else. Look at all the wines, just racks and racks of wines. You'll see some beer later on. They've got a growler fill station. This is a pretty cool bar where you can come and sample some things here, and they've got some stuff at the back. So let's go see what they got back there. So what I really like about stores like this is they may not have a huge allocated section, but they have some really unique bottles that you just don't see anywhere else, and it's worthwhile visiting just for that alone. So back there you can see some Hard Truth, some Garrison, some Southern Collective, which we tried and is amazing. One of them they had here was a Hazmat American Light Whiskey, and we also tried their 10-year bourbon, which we picked up. Really good.
And then one of our members, he just bought me $200.
Looks like they've got the new Blood Oath and some K-Luke. I think that's the toasted one in the orange label. Some Bookers up there, and that Chattanooga green stuff. You'll see that at the end of the video. So stay tuned to the end of the video and we'll go to Chattanooga Distillery and see what they got there. Just a short trip. But if you haven't been to the Chattanooga Distillery, definitely worth having a look. So here's all their whiskey selection here. Starts off with Scotch and Irish, and then comes on down later on to the bourbons. Like, I could almost be happy just going around and buying the Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye picks, because everyone is a banger. They're all so good. But I have so many already, including a number of the Heroes ones, which are from Coy Hill, so I don't normally pick them up. Now, something we did pick up and is amazing is this Old Dominick 7-year wheat whiskey. This one sort of honestly might have changed my mind on wheat whiskeys a little bit. If this is what they can do at 7 years, I think it's the cask strength that might be the ticket, or the higher proof. Like, look at the color. I would say that's darker than like the 19-year hit from Heaven Hill. So I don't know, but this is great. You age this a little bit more and it could be spectacular. Put it up against the Old Fitz 7 and just blew its doors off really, and it's $60. So if you see that Old Dominick wheat whiskey, especially if it's a store pick, grab it. Some Law's 4-grain bourbon. It also looked pretty dark too there. Some more Good Times. Let's see what the crazy finish on this is. It is Toasted Apple Rye. This one was about $100. They're normally about $100. They do a lot of processing, right? A lot of in and out of barrels. Oh wow, 104 down to 85. That's bargain. Some Town Branch and some Heaven's Door. Starlight is another distillery that's getting a lot of hype right now. Apparently they're a really good place to go visit too. One of the best barrel pick experiences, so I've heard. Sagamore Rye, that's a store pick. The bottle shape is cool. Looks like a cricket bat. If you haven't seen a cricket bat, let's go have a look.
Straight through, down. Australia had been a little inside edge from Aaron Finch, but either way, he makes his way back to the pavilion.
The perfect start for Ishant Sharma. Aaron Finch looking to be positive.
And that is the lovely game of cricket. So something I haven't actually seen on this shelf is this. This is Father Time. This is made by Jim Gaffigan. And that's basically batch 1 and batch 2. Pretty pricey, but from all accounts, it's really quite good. But it should be really $200. But it looks like that batch 1's come down to like $170.
A box of Hot Pockets, they have a warning printed on the side. Said, warning, you just bought Hot Pockets. Hope you're drunk or heading home to a trailer. You hillbilly, enjoy the next NASCAR event. Hot Pocket.
Yeah, that's old Gaffigan's one, eh?
Middle child. I love the name.
The empty nester.
Yeah, it's good. Those names are perfect.
Let's get some samples for us over here.
Huh?
Oh, got some samples out. Southern Collects.
Yeah. How's it going?
Which one's this? The 10-year Southern Collective. 10-year, 130 proof. Wow.
So Garrett was kind enough to hook us up with a bunch of different samples, and one was that Southern Collective 10-year 130 proof. Really damn good. They only had a few bottles left, and I think Buck brought one of them, so they might be out of that now, but if you're in the area, check this store out. Go talk to Garrett and the guys there. Really, really good store, man. And speaking of some more bottles that I've just never seen before, was this this one here. Rigers. This is from Kansas City. They distill their own stuff, so pretty interested in trying that one day. Yeah, never seen that before. And looks like they got a rye and a bourbon there, and a Kansas City whiskey. Whole bunch of whistle pig up there, and some Redwood Empire. A lot of pursuits, and pretty much the whole Bardstown Origin series. That's a nice little row there. Some really good value stuff. And there's the Willett stuff if you like that. Now this Jimmy Red, it comes from Highwire Distillery in South Carolina, and apparently that brand of corn, or that type of corn, was almost extinct, and they sort of brought it back from the brink, and they make a couple of different bourbons and stuff out of it. So interesting. The Green River lineup, that 1855, that's their cheap version now, but all their stuff's really good value. I'd probably pay the extra $10 if even that, and get that foolproof bourbon. But if you just want a mixer, that could be another one for your shelf. Whole bunch of makers, 46, all good. Basil Hayden, Knob, Ben Holiday, which is another great stuff, and a bit of a Heaven Hill selection there. And even that 15 stars platinum, I have a bottle of that. It was a mistaken purchase because it was way more expensive than I thought. I've tried it. It is good. It is not $290 good, but it is really good. It's sourced from different places. Now this one was interesting. Rare Perfection 8 year. Now a lot of these, it's expensive, but a lot of these are Canadian whiskey ones, so you have to read that cursive font if you can do that, if you're a Gen Xer. But this one is actually a bourbon whiskey, and I believe I'd had a 12-year one, which was absolutely fantastic. So it's an expensive investment. Let me know if you tried this and if it is worth the $200. But if it was a 12-year one, it's definitely worth $200. But probably cost a bit more than that. Whole lineup of Penelope. Like I say, this store is just a really good one to just wander around. They've got, not a bunch of allocated stuff out there, but like, look at all that peerless. You sometimes hardly see any peerless at a store. And they've got the high rye, the double oaked, both the bourbon and the rye, and then their standard small batch, just all sitting there.
This Paragon's always good, eh?
Now, Paragon Star is really good. It's the cheaper version from the Southern Collective guys. So, distilled down there in South Carolina as well. And Middle West Spirits from Ohio, and this is the new one that I hadn't seen before. This is a 5-year double-barreled. A little bit more expensive. There's that pumpernickel rye that some people like, some people don't like. But haven't tried port pumpernickel rye. 5-year, that could be really good. Let me know if you've tried that, and a Rosso finished one. Yeah. Looks like Middle West is increasing their SKUs as well, so nice selection of Tennessee whiskies here. Uncle Nearest Company up the top there, and Nelson Greenbrier, and good old Jack Daniels. Some more Fiddler. Pretty cool label there with the dragon bird thing. And some more of the Old Dominic, which is really good. So, and then there is a fancy bottle of the Southern Collective. So something I missed when I was there, but looking at the videos, is Franklin Distillery, 20-year-old bourbon whiskey and distilled in Tennessee, bourbon whiskey distilled in Tennessee. So obviously Dickel at 20 years old, 200 odd bucks. There is some 20-year Dickel around, and from all accounts, it's really good. So yeah, almost 60%, 66 and 58.9%. That could be interesting. But yeah, there's just some more stuff that I'd never seen before. Those guys normally just do gin and vodka, but guess they got some barrels from Dickel. So this is the rest of the store with all their tequilas, wines, galore, some Chattanooga stuff. Like I say, I'll put a bit of Chattanooga there. Got a growler filling station, so you can fill your growlers. And good old craft beer. Like, let's check out all this. I saw this international or imported beer, so I thought, hey man, maybe they got some New Zealand beer. They did not, just all German and that sort of stuff. So hey man, all your liquor and beer and spirits and wine needs at this place, so check it out. So let's go have a look at Chattanooga Distillery. So this is the world famous Chattanooga Experimental Distillery, which is in downtown Chattanooga. They also have their main distillery, but this is sort of like a bar and a little gift shop here at the front. It was a busy old day. They were releasing some UFO stuff in a green bottle that was pretty damn interesting, so we thought we'd drop in here and maybe pick up a bottle, see what else they had. Sometimes they have some special releases that they only drop here too, so they do have like a rotating vault series where they do different finishes and different mash bills. Their Founders up to the 13th edition, and experimental single barrels you can probably only get here at the distillery. So yeah, Chattanooga whiskey has a high malt recipe in a lot of their stuff. Now this is this UFO, this it's a liqueur, batch alpha, and they also had this batch 044 with all sorts of botanicals and stuff in it. Looked cool, was very tempted until I tried it. I don't know what you would put this in. It's very medicinal, maybe herbal. It really is like maybe a chartreuse or something like that. So yeah, anyway, you love it or hate it, definitely very, very unique. Definitely not a whiskey. Got some recipe cards there for a mojito and a margarita. Maybe that would go a little bit better. They probably should have like sold them. Well, they probably did. There's a bar out the back. We were just tasting it neat. Yeah, it didn't really sit well with me, so I put it back on the shelf. But yeah, if you're in the Chattanooga area, definitely check out IBB's, or whatever, IBB liquor store. Probably saying that really wrong. And come check out the Chattanooga Distillery here. Great place, Chattanooga. Really cool. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Thanks guys, and we will see you next time.